6 to study, develop, and launch this hairdryer. I know you're like, wait, what? That's a hairdryer? Yes, yes it is. The Airwrap. Won an Allure Reader's Choice Award, many actually. The editors of Allure voted it, yes, yes, yes. It's won all of them, an Icon Award probably. It definitely, according to the new NPD now called Circana, this is the #1 hot styling tool in the US. And this, I know, looks funny, is a blow dryer. And these are the dryer attachments that turn it into your styler. Like, do you want curly hair? Do you want the big, fluffy, bouncy curls that look like a blowout, or do you want the tighter ones? Because there are your two heads for that. This is the Coanda smoothing head. So if you struggle with flyaways, split ends in general, just need help getting that smooth, almost like flat iron blowout, it's right there. 2 paddle brushes, and it's perfect. One's a smooth, one's a firm. What does that mean? The bristles are good for either people that have really curly, thick, coarse, unruly hair, or really fine and not that unruly at all. And then there's the round brush, which is my #1 brush. And all of those heads go on this. And it retails on Dyson.com and everywhere else for $599. Oh, and you get the case. $599. Today, only today, and for the next 26 minutes, and now this is our last look, our last chance, our last presentation of it. We're not charging $599 for that. We're charging $489, so over $100 off, and Dyson doesn't discount. And we're throwing in 2 more things free of charge that only you can get here in this exclusive bundle. The soft velveteen carry storage case and the wide tooth comb, which is pretty much the only thing that you should be combing through wet hair with, because anything else will grab, snag, and break your hair off. Oh, and we're shipping it for free, check. And we are giving you not only an easy pay that most stores don't have, but the easy pay is $100.98 to get it home. What if you only had 55? Great. Then apply for a QVC credit card, and on 9-month special financing on your QVC credit card, it's now $55 to get this home. And yes, we are final quantities. We've had over 9,000 ordered today. Call us, because this is our last 25 minutes if you have a great story, maybe one that sounds a little bit like this. Okay, so I saw the price tag. I thought it was insane. That's insane. Like, how is this even still for sale? Is anyone paying that much money for like a hair dryer and a styler? ... And then I got it. And it is literally the crazy bestest hair day of my life every time I use this thing. My hairstylist recommended it to me. I have aging fine hair, hair that's breaking, hair that's coming out in clumps because of menopause. And now I have something that actually is gentle on my hair, but drying my hair. The stories go on, but they normally start with the price, what? And then they end with, I would never give this thing back. So call us. It's a great gift. We definitely have sold like over 140,000 of these long before we launched this TSV on this day, which we have now 24 minutes left to present it. And then that's it. Check out of the cart, because never have we been able to say, this is the lowest price that we have found on this thing. We're saving you $200 off the if purchase separately. So I'm going to invite out our guest, Debbie Fedukov, because she is like the brains of this operation. By the way, I said it earlier, like
Hi.
Next to an Apple computer box, when you see a Dyson box under the tree, if it's the supersonic hairdryer or the Airwrap, people, they get tingles. I mean, it's like that exciting. So definitely holiday return policy. If you're gifting it, great. But if you're getting it for yourself for holiday hair and you still want to return it up until the last day of January 2025, you are welcome to do so. But for anyone that is new to both this concept and also this price point.
Yes.
What does this replace? Because every time she names something, I want you to think of a price tag in your head and start adding it up, because then very quickly you will see the value in this. And oh, there's what it replaces.
There's all the things, right? So this dries and styles your hair at the same time. So think about your vanity. It might look a little like that with all the cords, and you have your hair dryer, right? You also might have multiple different curling irons for different size barrels. You might have that flat iron. You might have some hot rollers. You might have lots of brushes. All of those things and all of that mess is all in this, right? This replaces all of those things and everything tucks neatly into the storage case. You leave this on your vanity. It's neat and organized. When you want to take your Airwrap on the go, you pop it in the travel pouch that we're giving you. So it just really gets rid of all of that. It gets you organized, but most importantly, it protects your hair. And a lot of those other tools that we just showed you don't have intelligent heat control. This is Dyson, and only a Dyson works like a Dyson. This is patented technology. We have pioneered the way this works, and we know there are lots of imitators, right? Often imitated, never duplicated. It's truly the engineering that makes this different.
Okay, so you're gonna do a demonstration.
I'm gonna show you.
Because it's not just that it can curl your hair one day and look like it's been flat ironed the next, but you've not used a curling iron and you've not used a flat iron. It's a single tool that does it all while heating your hair and then locking in the style, but never damaging the hair because it can never go above a certain temperature. You're gonna show us how this can curl your hair.
Yes, so this is the first step because you're gonna get out of the shower, your hair's soaking wet, you're gonna use this dryer attachment. The airflow comes out here, and this, you're gonna get your hair about 70% dry. Then the fun part happens. You pop whichever attachment on you want. I'm gonna use that 1.2-inch barrel, and now this section of hair is still damp. I am letting the Airwrap do the work. Do you see that? It's grabbing the hair, and it's just using that airflow to wrap the hair around the barrel. And now that airflow holds the hair there while the hair dries in this new shape. Then all I do is look at my finger here. I push up on this cold shot button. That locks in the style. And that's how easy it is to dry and style your hair at the same time. I'll do one more piece just to show you again.
It's really fun.
It is.
I own this thing. I don't even need this thing because in general, I don't really wear my hair that curly that often. You guys know. But when I do, it's so fun to go from wet to dry and not have to then follow with the curling portion.
Right.
It literally does it for me all in one swoop. And here in the center is the beautiful after, wedged between two befores, in a way, because you had wet hair in the one, and then the other is just your air dry. And
yeah, I mean, you can see I have frizz. I have issues that I needed to deal with. I would never want to walk out of the house like that. But because this makes it so quick, it saves me time because, again, I'm drying and styling at the same time. So I love that it's quick, it's easy, and I can smooth if I want, I can curl if I want, I can just add volume and do that salon blowout with this round brush.
All in one tool, which weighs about 1.5 pounds.
Yep.
Has a swivel cord, obviously, designed by crazy, amazing engineers. There were how many prototypes?
642 prototypes. This took our engineers 6 years to develop. And what they found is that rather than relying on high heat to change the shape of the hair, they could use what's called the Coanda effect, and it's actually an aerodynamic phenomenon. It means a fast-moving jet of air attracts itself to a surface and holds itself on that surface. So in this case, you can see there how the hair is attracted to the barrel because of that airflow. It's held on that barrel to dry in that new shape, and you're left with beautiful styles that have never, ever been exposed to extreme heat. And that's so important because we know once your hair is damaged from heat, you can't repair it. So look at Diane here. She's got a straight, smooth look. She's got a wave with that 1.6-inch barrel, and she has a curl with the 1.2-inch barrel.
And I have to say, 2 weeks from today will be Black Friday. And we decided to start Black Friday early and beat out all the competition. So not only is this the lowest price that we have on this device that we could find at any other retailer, it's only good for today. And we are only presenting it for the next 18 more minutes. And you are saving $200 off the if purchase separately. And as I stand here next to my other buddy who loves this thing, Christy Cosgrove, who for about 30 years almost has been a hairdresser, and she owns her own salon and has converted all of the chairs there to Dyson devices. Take a look at this before and the after in the center, that's thanks to Dyson, versus the after that's thanks to air drying. Honey, it's not just curl or straightening, it's volume, it's defrizzing, it cuts static, and it's all quicker yielding than a traditional blow dryer, brushes, and other devices that would take up a ton more time to achieve that.
Absolutely, and the shine.
And the shine.
And the shine. We must talk about the shine. Yes, this is one step from wet to styled out the door, looking like you went to a salon. And you do it yourself. Like you could see, I did it with one hand. It's so easy. It's easy for you to achieve these looks that you would get in a salon on your own while protecting your hair from excessive heat.
So that's key, because I said to Christy earlier, and I'm praying it's just like a premenopause thing, but suddenly in the past 2 months, whenever I wash my hair, whenever I comb and style my hair, clumps of my hair are falling out. And I'm like, even my husband mentioned, he's like, I've noticed the bathroom drain. I'm like, what is happening? So I'm like extra hyper fanatically focused on, can't do any more damage. The bleach does enough. I can't do any more damage to this hair. So this is the hair dryer that will never get above 150 degrees. It can't fry, dry, break, or damage your fine hair or your aging hair or your fragile hair. And then what's all the hair that we can do with just this one tool?
It's absolutely one tool. It's all you need. Start to finish, multiple looks. We use the curling barrel today.
Do we have that? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
But do we have that, Erin? Do we have that graphic? Because there's a graphic with like 7 different looks on it. Anything your hair wants to do, any look, anything, whether it's short or long, curly or straight, volumized, not Debbie's. There's another graphic that has like 1 million different ladies on it with different hairstyles. Can we throw that one? Yeah, the style chart. Thank you. If only I called it by its real name. Doesn't everyone know this is called the style chart? But this is what Christy's saying. You can do all this.
All of these different looks and all of these different hair types and textures and lengths of hair too. And we're going to show you, short hair, long hair, thick hair, thin hair, curly hair. You name it. This is for everyone, and that's why it's so great for gifting too, because you don't have to know how the person likes to wear their hair. You don't have to know what kind of hair they have. This will work for everybody.
And I'll tell you what we did today with Dyson's help, because this is the place to get your Dyson devices or your Bose or your whatever it is, your Apple computers, because the easy pay, and in this case special financing, that gets this first and all successive payments down to about $55 if you use a QVC credit card, is the way people get into price points that normally they couldn't afford in one plunk on their credit card. Here's what you're getting. This is a fully featured hairdryer. And these are the heads that turn it into a hair styler while you're hair drying. So the 2 heads for the big curls and the tighter curls. And then the Coanda smoothing head if you love a flat iron but you realize it's killing your hair. The 2 paddle brushes, one for coarse hair, one for fine hair. The round brush, you want the salon blowout, that's it. And all of that with the storage case is $599 at retail any other day of the week. Today, we're charging you $489, $100+ savings. And throwing in for free a velveteen storage bag and the wide tooth comb. That's another over $80 worth of accessories you're not paying for. And we're shipping it to you for free. And you have up until the last day of January to use it or gift it and still return it and get all your money back. But you have 1 hour and 15 minutes to get the price, which saves you $200 off the accumulated retail value. And today we started with, in this brand new special edition,
the color,
strawberry bronze.
Stunning.
You stop yourself right now. We started the day with 12,000. We have 2,300 left. Oy. Okay, now I'm getting stressed out. Can we see Angela?
Yes.
Because you have to see this demo she does.
Yeah, it's great because she's using that firm smoothing brush. She has very coarse and curly hair. So again, this is for everybody, all hair types, all textures, and every kind of look that you want to create. So Angela, remember, is drying and styling with that brush attachment. And wait till you see her before, because look how curly her hair is naturally when it air dries, right? So she went from that wet picture that you're seeing to dry and styled and smooth and straight. And Angela will tell you, if she were mic'd, she would say, she told me this earlier, that she used to put such hot tools on her hair because that was the only way she could get it smooth.
Right.
She said, she goes, I used to smell my hair burning as I was doing it. She said, I could see the
sweet
smoke.
baby.
I could see the smoke.
We've all been there.
Yes. And now she can protect that beautiful curl pattern. She doesn't have to expose those curls to extreme heat, but look at that shine. Look at that smooth
Can you
look.
take me
How
on a
cute
tour
is
of the
that?
device, show how the heads pop on and off? And by the way, what you just said is key, because when you're young, Much like you can wear cheap shoes that cost $20 that you got at some store, who knows, or whatever. But you're young, so like your feet don't care and you don't care and you're fine the next day. Then you get older. When it comes to your hair, you know, your hair doesn't bounce back as quickly. It doesn't grow as quickly. It's not as thick as it used to be. It's not as lush.